Hey guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here. So this is our last project for the year. Somehow Colorado has stayed warm. We're going to be doing a kind of back patio extension wrapping around a house, taking care of some areas that customers were having issues with. Stick around for the excavation, the prep, my favorite part of the pour. See you then, guys. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so the plan on this job was the customer had like different pours. They had a section cut out of here for some piping they had done, which wasn't done correctly, which we discovered later. So what we ended up doing was maintain the same distance out from this doorway where that concrete is, maintain that all the way around. We had to tear some stuff out and build a brace to elevate the AC condenser while we were taking this stuff out. All in all, it was pretty straightforward. I mean, there was no rebar. There was a lot of access on this yard, which we really appreciated.
And the black toolbox.
So a little advice, you can slightly elevate that AC condenser from where it was as long as it stays level. You can't move it around too much because the line that goes into it is a stiff line. It isn't like a flexible line, so you have to be very careful. I mean, apart from that and the fact that there were so many window wells, all different levels on this job was pretty straightforward. The yard was easy access. There was a big gate. I didn't like that the cistern here, which collects water and draws it out to the street through pumps, I believe, drew all our levels around. No matter what level I wanted this or the other side, it had to connect on that cistern. I didn't want to leave a lip there, trip hazard and a thing where people are climbing in and out of. Apart from that, we realized that these white pipes here connected to the house, they never used glue when they connected them. They were completely loose, and these were basically pressurized pipes from their sump pump. Not pressurized like water to your sink, but pressurized enough where it should have been glued. So the customer redid that. We laid out our forms, laid down our rebar. I mean, besides the odd shape and the fact that it was wrapping around, everything was pretty straightforward. We knew this house had water issues because they got a sump pump installed, other drainage related things installed, and the water under this house seems to percolate up. So we were very, very preoccupied and busy when it came to making sure that the subgrade was very much compacted. We didn't want this to go anytime soon. Last thing we had to do, which was the following day because we ran out of time, was just lay our rebar, put expansion joint up against the corners of the house because I didn't want no re-entering cracks as much as possible, and then wrap piping that was going to be inside the concrete. Pretty straightforward, but we got to make sure everything's perfect. All right, guys, there it is. We're covering up. Today is Wednesday. We are pouring next Monday. We have snow, let's see, Thursday, Friday-ish, kind of. That around that. Oh, wait, no, today is actually Tuesday. Hey, honey, what day is it today? Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. We're pouring next Monday, and everything's good to go, but we're going to cover first so it doesn't get kind of rain snowed on. There it is, guys. We have 9.5 feet wrapping all the way around. This cistern to remove water kind of sucks because we want to be above the dirt here, want to be below the window wells here. This is sloping this way, but then it slopes back into this thing because it's below everything else, and we didn't want to encase that in concrete because it's really old. We don't know what's going on.
We wrapped all our pipes in foam. One trick I've learned recently, I put expansion on the corners here. I never really put expansion up against the house, but I put them in the corners here so it doesn't grab the house really, really badly and it cracks all randomly. There it is, guys. We're good to pour. Pouring next week. Stick around for that. Last pour of the year. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.
The day before the pour, we had some rain come in quite a bit the whole night. So this job that was at first very nicely accessible, everything was great, turned into a big old mud field. I'm just glad that our power buggy isn't one of the wheeled ones and instead it's one of the tracked ones. So it slowly took its time and unloaded everything into the area that we were needing. One other thing that I didn't like, for the first half of the pour, there was a slight breeze, so it was a little cold, nippy. It got me worried thinking that the surface was going to dry up too quick, but it came out pretty nice. I mean, we used day one the whole way because it was slightly breezy, which is better for the surface, I guess. Makes it denser. Apart from that, the job was pretty straightforward, and it was a good way to wrap up the year.
All right, guys, there it is. We try to get the truck in here really muddy, so we used the buggy. As we can tell, in order to follow that slab over there, we had to be really close to the window wells here, and you can't go from there to below the window wells over here because those are slightly higher than these. I wish concrete is always a few inches below window wells. That's what you want ideally, but here they went to the top over there. Those are pretty close. They're slightly higher than here. Here, because it's in the shade, I give it a little bit more slope than normal because I want water to drain away. That cistern really pulled all our levels this way, so I'm not thrilled about that, but you work with what you got. Either way, pour went well. It was a little windy this morning. Either way, everything went well. Used day one on the pour, poured 4,500, low slump with some accelerant. This shouldn't go anywhere. I'm assuming between those pipes there might be a crack, and then window wells, they don't always crack the way we want to, but that's it, guys. The year is wrapped up. We're gonna babysit this job, and we're gonna do a little bit of covering, uncovering for the next few days, but there it is. It's been a good year. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe. Bye-bye.